Hello everyone and welcome back to today's weather video. Alright, so today I'm going to do Winter Storm Gale snowfall forecast for you all, and let's start getting right into it. So I got my notes and everything. Alright, so as Winter Storm Gale moves out in from the south and southeast and everything. All right, going late into tonight. Today is Tuesday, December 15th. You're going to have a lot of ice basically in the mountains of Western Virginia and North Carolina, maybe upwards to a quarter of an inch or more of ice, especially along I-81 going down from like Boone, North Carolina, Asheville, Danville, Virginia. All right, moving northward. DC, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be a big snow event this go around. I am so sorry. In the city, I'm thinking maybe about 1 to 3 inches, if that. I think it's going to change over to more of a wintry mix or just rain late tomorrow afternoon, and then changing back over to a little bit of snow before the actual storm ends early on Thursday morning. Same thing in Baltimore. I think downtown and everything is going to just stick to about maybe 1 to 3 with some rain moving in again. And honestly, places east and south of those cities, it's going to be mainly a rain event. A lot of rain too, maybe 2 to 3 inches, and it's going to be windy. So if you live areas east of 95 and south of Baltimore and DC, sorry, but just not going to be a snow event for you all this go around. If you live areas north and west though of the cities, it only takes about maybe 20 miles, 15 miles. Leesburg, Winchester, Hagerstown, Frederick, Maryland, you could see upwards to a foot of snow. Seriously, you could. I mean, it's the gradient of between the rain and snow line is just that short this go around. So it just kind of depends on where you live in and around, Baltimore and DC, especially north and west of the cities. And in the mountains of West Virginia, in extreme northwestern Virginia, Maryland, and southern Pennsylvania, that's where you're going to get walloped, honestly, more than a foot of snow, because there's not going to be a changeover of snow to rain or any wintry mix. It's going to be cold enough the whole entire duration of the storm that it's just going to be all snow. And then you get further north into Pennsylvania, into New York, that's where we're going to see a lot of snow. So with my notes here, all right, Philadelphia, we're thinking about 12 inches of snow, mainly a whole entire snow event for you all. Maybe a little bit of mixture here and there with wintry precipitation, but mainly all snow. Over back toward Pittsburgh, yes, 4 to 6 inches is possible. And then a whole lot of Pennsylvania is going to get basically a foot or more. The bullseye is basically going to be central Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, and southern New York. So places like Hagerstown, State College, Scranton, Allentown, Pennsylvania, we could get 15 to 18 inches of snow. And again, this is all a snow event. New York City, same thing. Basically a whole entire snow event. If there's any changeover, it's going to be very quick and it's just going to stay cold basically. Over a foot of snow, that's what they're forecasting for downtown New York City. This also includes Long Island and all the boroughs and the whole entire metropolitan area of New York City. So prepare now if you're going to be, staying in during the storm. Going north into places like Albany, you are expected to see about a foot of snow, okay? May not be under any winter storm warning right now, but that will change throughout the day as we get closer to the event and everything. Then going over into New England, Hartford, Providence, Rhode Island, Boston, 10 to 15 inches of snow expected for you all as well. Worcester as well, that's west of Boston, about 12 to 15 inches of snow. Going a little bit north of that, can't speak today, excited, into places like, I'll say Concord, New Hampshire, Portsmouth, maybe going over into Portland, Maine. We're thinking about maybe 2 to 5 inches of snow. Anything mainly north of that, maybe the cutoff could be just south of Burlington, Vermont, or maybe like Mount Washington, New Hampshire. If you do get anything up there, it's going to be very light, maybe an inch to up to 3 inches. Extreme northern England, you're going to miss out on this one. However, it is going to be extremely windy along the coastline. So places, basically, if you live I would say north of Atlantic City, you're going to be buried in snow along the coast and wind gust over 50 miles per hour. So that's going to be just rough and everything. We're thinking beach erosion, flooding potential. So just don't go out on the beach at all. If you don't want to, take any, cool videos or whatever, just don't go out there. South of Atlantic City along the coastline going into Virginia Beach, it's going to be rain. It's going to be a cold rain, and it's going to be a wind-driven rain. 2 to 3 inches of rain, again, possible between those locations, Atlantic City and Virginia Beach. So that is basically kind of like my forecast of what you can expect to see snow-wise or rain-wise or ice-wise from Winter Storm Gail. Again, I'm going to be doing another snowfall forecast this evening. The reason why is because I wanted to see if anything else changes as we get closer to the event. Maybe we can get more of the snowfall totals more defined in certain locations, like maybe DC, Baltimore, Philadelphia, see if anything changes throughout the day. Stay safe out there, everyone, and I'll talk to you all again this evening.